What is going on, everybody? Jamie Shaw here on the Absolute Basketball Experience. And today's guest, we have 2021 Top 100 prospect Eric Vander Heijden on the show with us. Very excited for you guys to get to see, get to hear from Eric. I think something that really bleeds through in this interview is his competitiveness, his will to get better, and his want to get better and succeed and win. Very, very good stuff. Very able to, get past the court and get into Eric as a person and what makes him tick and stuff. Very, very excited for you guys to listen to this. Before we get into it, we ask the normal, if you would subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and click the like button on this video. And in the comments below, we want to hear from you who your favorite prospect in the 2021 basketball class is. Favorite prospect 2021, comments below, subscribe, like the video. And if you enjoy what's being said here, please feel free to share it across your platforms as well. We want everybody to get to know Eric and all that kind of stuff too. But without further ado, here's Eric Vander Heijden on the Absolute Basketball Experience with Jamie Shaw. Thank you guys very much. What is going on, everybody? Jamie Shaw here on the Absolute Basketball Experience. I am joined today by 2021 prospect Eric Vander Heijden. Eric, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing all right. So I guess now's the time. Everybody's in quarantine. There's only one thing basketball-related going on TV, and that's the Jordan documentary. What have you been thinking about it? What have you been seeing? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. I've been watching it every Sunday, trying to rewatch some of it, and there's a bunch of really good takeaways from that show, obviously. And one of the main things that I'm trying to take from it is the leadership qualities of both Pippen and Jordan, just so I can bring it to the table next year for Millbrook, and so I can be that vocal leader on the court and off the court. So it's a big thing that I've been trying to focus on, as well as just the work ethic and stuff, just bringing that to the table. So next year we can get that state championship.
I hear that. So you probably weren't even alive when Jordan was playing, but you were tail end of Kobe and then now LeBron and everything. Where do you kind of stand on that conversation?
I mean, now after watching it, I'm like, yeah, Jordan's above them, but I have a different stance on all that. I think the greatest of all time is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's best scorer of all time. It's just, for me, he's that guy. So, but everything else, I mean, they all have their little thing. So it's kind of hard to compare people like that. They're all just so great.
I think that's crazy too that Kareem doesn't get brought up more in that conversation. All the accolades he has, best scorer of all time, the championships, and the only unblockable shot in the history of the game and stuff. It's crazy he don't get brought up more.
Yeah.
So both your mom and dad played professionally overseas, and then you have your brother Jake, who's playing in college now. How intense and competitive do the driveway basketball games get in your household?
Okay, so when we were younger, it was just bad. But everything we do now is still competitive since we're all just used to competing. So even if it's a game of cards or something, none of us wants to lose. We're talking trash to each other. It's always something, but definitely when we're playing and stuff, it's just a lot of trash talk, really competitive games.
So how old, you being the youngest of the crew, I guess, how old were you when you got your first win?
I don't even remember. I was young. I always competed until I'd keep playing until I win. So it's definitely when I was younger.
I hear you on that. So this past year, you made the move over from Ravenscroft to Millbrook. What all went into that decision for you to make that move?
Yeah, so part of it was that my brother was also leaving, and I was mostly staying there for him just so I can get another year with him and try to have my parents watch us both in the same spot. So that played a part in it. And then also just the change of scenery for me was something that I kind of was hoping for, and the style of play that Millbrook had just really fit my style a lot more because I'm a fast-paced player. So for that wasn't too hard of a decision to move over because it was just a better fit overall.
Sure. And during last year, you averaged 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. You shot 45% from 3. Y'all won 23 games. How would you say the year went for you?
I feel for me, it went okay. I feel having Nolan Dorsey if we had him, it'd be a lot different of a season because he's that pass first point guard, and that would take a little bit of that passing off of me, and I could have been more aggressive like throughout the season. So, but definitely for next year, it's a lot is going to change with our offense and stuff. Just having different people come in, leaving, just roles switching. So it's gonna be fun to see how that plays out.
So your first offer was George Washington when Nima came by during September. When they delivered the news, how special of a moment was that for you?
Oh, that was a crazy moment because both my cousin who's gonna be going there next year for the women's team, and my uncle who also played there. It was just a weird exchange. So definitely having my first offer was just a crazy experience.
No doubt. And then fast forward to current day, you currently have 15 offers spanning from the ACC, the Big East, SEC, Big 10, Big 12, et cetera. You're now ranked number 78 by 247 Sports after starting the season unranked.
Yep.
What has this past year been like for you?
It's been a dream come true, and I know I still have a lot to prove still. So, yeah, it's definitely been a great experience, especially after that John Wall tournament, playing against some of the best competition. So, throughout like my years, I never thought it was gonna be like this. So I'm just truly blessed to be where I'm at right now.
And then, as we said, after the Maryland offer yesterday, you now have 15 offers.
Yep.
Which schools are recruiting you the hardest? Which schools are recruiting you the hardest?
Definitely like most of the schools that have offered me are staying on top of me and really trying to push me like until where I commit, obviously. And then some other schools that haven't offered, like NC State calls or texts every other day. I hear from Clemson a good amount, Tennessee. Heard from Vanderbilt the other day, and Georgia Tech. So it's a lot of good things. So Virginia Tech as well, and a lot of other schools. So it's been great lately. Yeah.
And for the schools who have not offered yet, what message are they giving you?
A lot of it's that they want to see me play more and see some film, and it's also just building that relationship and just keep building it because a lot of it's new conversations since I am just now starting to go on the rise. So it's all about that, the relationship building piece.
And you bring up bringing relationships, it's a little bit different during this time that we're in quarantine. You're not able to be face-to-face with the people and stuff. You're still able to have FaceTime calls and all that kind of stuff. How are you handling this process, getting to know these programs and coaches?
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of Zoom calls, a lot of like the virtual visits. We've been doing a lot of those. I had 3 this week. I'm scheduling some for next week now. So it's just a lot of face-to-face conversations instead of me going up to the schools, which I would be doing around this time now. So
with these virtual visits, people are getting creative and all that kind of stuff. What's kind of the neatest thing or the coolest thing that a school's done or shown you or how they've been creative in teaching?
Definitely. So there's been a lot of schools that have been showing me edits and like the jerseys and like different stuff. I was like, I don't know how y'all did this, how you got me in that jersey, but it's pretty cool. So some of that stuff is pretty cool. Yeah.
And then do you kind of have a timeline with all the unknown going on, a timeline as to when you're going to start kind of narrowing down and moving toward a final decision?
Yeah, so originally I was going to try to commit around the July area, but since everything's naturally being pushed, I'm going to have to push that out to probably mid-season, if not later. But it's probably going to be in that general area because a lot of these schools and I feel like with the schools that have offered me, I need to show them what I have improved on as well. So it's more, it's probably going to be more down the line.
I got you. And there's, obvious uniqueness in your game with your size and your skill set and all that kind of stuff. How would you describe your game and who have you heard that you play like?
Yeah, so I heard a lot. I thought I'm just like a really just tall guard in that sense. And a lot of people have been comparing me now to Kevin Durant, which is blowing my mind because I do watch so much film on him and just trying to model my game since he is one of the best of our generation. So that's definitely like a big compliment to me. So yeah, it's a lot of shooting, a lot of driving, a lot of passing. So yeah.
What would you say that your best attribute is, your most translatable skill heading to the next level?
Either my 3-point shooting or passing, but I'm trying to just become an all-around complete player in this offseason right now. So hopefully by the time I do head to college, it's something different.
And, no one is sure if and when we're going to be able to get out of this quarantine and when we'll be back on the court playing. If we are able to get back during this AAU season and stuff, what are some matchups that you're looking forward to having?
There's a lot of players that I want to go up against. Like me and Don Trez been talking back and forth lately, and I want to go against him. Lucas Taylor is my friend. So there's a bunch of those types of matchups that everyone's like, oh, we're all going now on the rise. So it's going to be fun just to go back out there and play against everyone. Like just to get back on the court is just going to be fun.
No doubt. And you finished at Millbrook 23-4 this year. You lose 3 players to scholarship schools off of that team, as well as Nolan Dorsey and Sam Hood. You'll be a senior. You'll be a leader on that team. What are your personal goals, and then what are your team goals for this team next year?
I feel like my personal goals and my team goals all align. I feel like we all have that same mindset. But definitely my ultimate goal for that next high school season, and I don't really expect anything else. I know we said that last year, but I feel like since Nolan Dorsey was out, we were all scrambling to find that leadership piece. So definitely for next year, I feel like this is gonna be a different scene. So I'm just looking forward to it.
Have you been able to get in the gym during this quarantine?
Not necessarily gym, but I've been going to outdoor courts every single day. So it's been good. Yeah.
What you working on?
Everything you can name: footwork, agility, like jumping higher, strength, ball handling, shooting, driving, it's a little bit of everything. So,
and then coming into next year, this year was kind of the year of reckoning. People got to know you this year, and you burst on the scene. Now you're a marked man and stuff. The work ethic's obviously there. I can see that you just got done working out. What can we expect out of Eric Vander Heijden next season?
I'm gonna get done on both ends of the court. I'm not gonna take any plays off. Just keep. Ultimately, I'm just gonna be a winner next year. I don't want to lose. I don't think I'm going to lose next year. So that's something I'm looking forward to.
That's awesome. We kind of like to end this thing up with the rapid fire. 3 quick questions. Don't have anything to do with basketball. First thing that pops in your mind, the answer. What is your favorite Disney character?
Man, I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even know. I don't watch TV like that.
Okay, so then my next question wouldn't make sense either. Then, what's the last thing you binged on Netflix?
All American.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, that show's good.
And what's the worst haircut that you ever had?
I had a bowl cut way back in the day. I don't even want to bring that up. That was terrible.
What was it cut like legit bowl? Like they put the bowl over it and cut around?
Not like that, but I don't even know how to describe it. It was just not a look. Yeah.
Not anything we want to ever think about.
Nah, I want to delete all those pictures from everywhere. Yeah, that's bad.
I hear you, man. Well, good stuff. Eric, I thank you so much for joining us today. I thank you for your time and stuff. It's been great watching you progress, and I can't wait to see what the future has for you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it all. Thank you.
Absolutely. Guys, thank y'all very much for tuning in to the Absolute Basketball Experience. For Eric Vander Heijden, I'm Jamie Shaw. We'll see you next time.